So you're shedding your skin, and thank God you're shedding your skin, because what's more painful than just staying stuck and stagnant in your life and never moving forward and never changing? I'm going through a really tough time right now. It's been really rough, and I'm doing a lot of things that, I made a video before this called "What if you just do the thing?" Well, I did the thing, and then I felt insane for doing the thing, because that's what happens, right? Because your brain is conditioned in one certain way, and then when you do something that is different, like out of that, alignment with, I mean, not out of alignment, but in alignment, but like different from what you're used to, like you're breaking a habit, you're breaking a thought pattern, you're breaking like a pattern, the pattern is going to scream at you, like in your head. It's going to scream, and it's going to be so loud, and you're like, why did you do this? You're delusional. What are you crazy? But I did the thing, right? But after I did the thing, suddenly a lot of things were going wrong, and suddenly I was having a lot of anxiety. I have like a physical, like medical issue. My mom broke her arm, so I have to like take her to the hospital all the time and help her and stuff. And some other stuff is going on as well. And it's just out of nowhere, right when I did the thing, suddenly like everything kind of comes crashing down. And at the same time, things are falling to, like I feel like I'm being tested. So this morning I woke up with a pounding heart, and I just needed to remind myself to calm down, that I'll be okay, that I'm on the right path. I just needed to get through my day. And then I was thinking about everything just kind of happening and like patterns coming back, and suddenly I was being pushed back on what I wanted to do. And I was also just reflecting on why it was suddenly like things were really hard. And then I just got this idea of like, I'm being prepared. You're being prepared. If you want to become great, you need to be able to hold a greater weight, a greater anxiety, like if I'm tripping about just like driving my mom to the hospital, because I hadn't driven a car in like a year, and suddenly I had to drive her to the hospital. And I was like, oh god, I was so stressed out. And I was like, girl, if I want to do great things in this life, I can't be tripping over shit like this. So I kind of felt like I was just, okay, this is like a small example. I mean, there are other things going on as well, but I just realized, I just started reframing it. If I'm going through a tough time, I'm being prepared. I'm preparing for something big. I'm preparing to change. I'm preparing to grow. And all of this struggle is needed, right? So actually, I feel like that should almost be enough, right? This is such a short video, but it's so useful to just reframe your struggles. And I feel like it's much easier to do it like in hindsight. Hindsight is 2020 vision. So, but it's nice to be able to do it in the moment, right? You're going through tough times. You can feel it. You can feel the anxiety in your body. You can feel the stress. You can feel, but like if you try to stay conscious in the moment and present, breathe, do what you need to do, and also trust and remember like this is all happening for a reason, and you can learn from every moment, every second of your day. um it suddenly becomes a lot more bearable, right? So I was thinking about also, because I just said like, oh, you shouldn't be tripping over blah blah blah, but you know when a child falls on their face, when they fall on their bum, you know it's like the worst thing that has ever happened to them. When their toy gets taken away, it's like the end of the world. And when you go for your first heartbreak, it's like you're dying. And it's those first that just really hurts. But every time you experience something new, you go through a new struggle, pain, or just rebirth, you get rebirthed in a bigger vessel, and there are bigger things that you can take on now, and the anxieties are just, the things that you experienced as a child, like they don't seem as terrible and like big anymore. It feels really small. So would you like shame a baby for crying, for getting their toy taken away, or would you look at your younger self and tell them to suck it up when they're going through their first heartache? It's their first time. You know, would you shame them for it? So in the same vein, when you're going through things right now, it's your first time. It's you're expanding. It hurts. You know, when a reptile like sheds its skin, it doesn't really look very comfortable, right? It's not a comfortable thing. So you're shedding your skin, and thank God. Thank God you're shedding your skin, because what's more painful than just staying stuck and stagnant in your life and never moving forward and never changing? You know, for me, that sounds more excruciating and claustrophobic than growing pains, right? So you're being prepared. You're being prepared to hold more, to be able to hold more, to have like this bigger vessel, this greater being, you know. So yeah, I'm trying to keep going with whatever I'm doing. I really like making these videos. It really helps me. Actually, I feel like I'm always just talking to myself. Um, like I'm just telling myself what I need to hear in the moment, and then I just trust that there are lots of other people that need to hear the same. Um, yeah, because we're all connected, right? And I mean, I'm also a human. I'm just a human. Like we're all just the same. I feel like we're not that different at all. But yeah, so hang in there. Keep going. Keep breathing, and don't feel bad about feeling what you feel. You know, stay close to yourself. Take time to kind of sit with what you feel. You know, like and really like hold yourself. Be nice to yourself. Change is okay. My phone did just die, so let me just finish this video. But basically, what I was saying: change, transformation, growth is painful. It is okay that it is painful because you will get through this. You always do, and it'll be worth it. Okay, so hang in there and don't give up. Okay, bye.